Welcome to the Sibling Rivalry MMA Podcast. It's our little Thanksgiving special, end of the year special, drinking game special, very special episode that we're bringing you guys today. Here with my brother, per usual, and Paul's back. He's been gone.
I know. Been busy with work. Just finding the right time to come back.
He left us when our numbers were low, and now that we're gaining some ground, we're getting a little bigger. He comes back.
Now that he's back, it'll probably go back down.
I'm just trying to pay rent with that new Manscaped sponsor.
Yeah, we'll see how that goes for you. You don't get shit. You're a guest, bud.
We'll talk about manscaping later, because my least favorite thing is when I listen to a podcast and they start off with sponsors. Not a fan.
Yeah, and I got fast forward.
Yeah.
We'll try to make it fun. But today we're just going to kind of recap the year, talk about what next year might hold, do a little bit of drinking games. You guys want to start off with a question? I'll just throw it.
Yeah.
All right.
Me versus Paul, we were going to take shots like me and Brendan did, but Paul doesn't want to take shots because we're going out tonight. So I got myself a little mixy here.
I got me a little Diesel Daddy.
I will take shots.
Junior.
How about we can mix in some shots with these? Because some of these I have answers and then a number to go with it.
And a number.
Huh?
Like a number for...
Like if it's an amount question?
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
So how about I'll ask this question, like whoever gets it right, but if the other person can guess within a certain margin of the right number, then the other person has to take a shot.
Oh, kind of like how I did that Matt Hughes record question. Whoever got closest to it won.
It's just numbers.
I don't know, maybe.
You know how it
Not
works.
to make it so complicated. But all right, ready? Most takedowns in UFC history, who has it?
GSP.
Correct. Now, Paul, if you can guess within 5 of the right number, Nick can take a shot.
How many
Or Nick probably needs to guess first.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Yeah, that's fair.
It's probably fought like 25 times. 145.
Paul, your rebuttal?
I'm going to say 162.
Answer is 90. So, Paul,
Only 90 takedowns?
go ahead and drink.
That doesn't sound right to me.
Well, that's what I got. It could be wrong. I don't know. All right. So, you're going to run through just some winners of the year.
Yeah, we got some of the year stuff. Obviously, there's a couple more cards, like the biggest card of the year, damn near, is coming up. But we'll start off with breakout fighter of the year. Who do you guys got for this?
Breakout fighter of the year. Well, definitely Jorge Masvidal definitely made a bigger name for himself this year. He was already known by a lot of people, but he's super famous now.
Paul?
Breakout fighter. Huh.
I told them to write these down, and they said no. So
Well, I
they
mean,
forget.
are we-
I gave my answer.
It's on them.
Does it have to be? I mean, does it have to be someone?
Just whatever you say. There's no rules here.
Say Masvidal's a good one.
Oh.
Johnny Walker. I think he's not really a breakout fighter to us, but Corey Anderson, I'd kind of throw him in there too, as far as like
Yeah.
being more known as a legitimate threat. In
And
the
he did that
division.
without fighting, really. I think he only fought like once this year, maybe twice.
Yeah.
My overall pick though. I have
Nico
to-
Price.
No, not Nico Price. Honestly, Stylebender. Because
Yeah,
this was
I
the
mean,
year. I mean, he beat Gaslam, Anderson, even though Anderson's old, and then
could throw,
he beat Brunson this year. Was that? I think Brunson was this year
I
too.
think it was.
So,
And
yeah.
Whitaker, he fought 4 times this year.
You could throw Jared Cannonier in there as well. Mine was
Yeah.
Masvidal. I think Masvidal should be the clear pick for this. He's been fighting forever, but his name wasn't that big, and he hadn't fought in like 2 years previous to this year. Then it comes back and knocks out Darren Till, knocks out Ben Askren, and beats Nate Diaz. He's one of the biggest names in the sport right now, and before the year, not many people knew him besides diehard fans. So
You're missing one. You were missing another when he got too.
not this year.
Yeah. He served up a 3-piece to Leon Edwards
yeah.
backstage.
I wish they would just fight.
I give it to I give it to Masvidal though. I'm fine voting for him.
All right, we going
Brennan?
straight into another category.
Let's do another category.
Did you vote Masvidal too?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, remember you copied me. All right, go
All
on.
right, so KO of the year. Who do you guys got?
There's a lot of good knockouts this year. It's a
So
tough
many.
one. Shevchenko's got a great knockout. Nico Price has that upkick knockout against Vic, which was disgusting. obviously Masvidal has the knockout over Askren. What else? You guys have some other good ones?
Blachowicz knocking out Rockhold
That was sick, especially because it was Rockhold.
Yeah. Dude, Rockhold gets more shit than anybody. I don't really know what that's about.
He's a douchebag.
He's real cocky.
Yeah.
Do you not remember the shit he was saying when he was the champ?
Yeah, but yeah.
My pick was Kevin Lee versus Gregory Gillespie.
Oh yeah.
God
That
damn.
was the biggest holy shit moment of the year. Rose getting knocked out by Andrade was a big one. That made Brennan blubber out some drunken nonsense. It was such a big deal.
Cerrone knocking out Hernandez was kind of a...
That was a cool one.
What about Uriah Faber fucking knocking out Ricky Simone coming out of retirement?
Yeah, that was a
That
big
was
one.
fucking real surprising.
Corey versus Johnny Walker as
Yeah,
well.
that was awesome.
That was a big what the fuck moment for people.
Stipe and DC, you could say.
Yeah.
It's not like a huge flash knockout like crazy, but it was
We didn't do a saddest moment of the year, but that would have been mine.
yeah, that made me really sad.
Masvidal knocking out Till.
Masvidal and Askren.
You said one of the what the fuck moments. My biggest what the fuck moment of the year was the return to Todd Duffy.
Yes.
We've been waiting.
Stylebender knocking out Whitaker wasn't flashy, but still kind of
was pretty cool.
surprising.
Yeah.
Just the way he fucking timed it, without much power, but he's just so fucking precise with where he hits people.
Hey, we did just get just now a question on Twitter from Deadbeat MMA, who we just played against,
And fucked up.
yeah, but he's a good guy. But he asked us, who should Cejudo defend against first? That's his first question. He had two questions. I would like to see him defend against Benavidez, actually.
Same. I want to see him avenge that loss so that he
Yeah.
can say he never lost. He beat everybody he ever fought.
Yeah.
Yep.
Plus, I think he should have won that first fight anyway. But plus, it'd just be cool to see him go back and forth and defend both belts. So I'd like to see him do that first. And really, that's the only guy in that weight class that he really needs to fight, I think.
Yeah.
What was his other one?
His other question was, give me one good reason the UFC shouldn't promote a women's atomweight division. Should be 105.
Every time the UFC adds a women's division, nobody gives a shit about it. It doesn't bring in ratings. There's not enough fighters. I think atomweight should have came before featherweight,
Yeah,
Yeah, for
definitely.
sure.
but I also don't think featherweight should be there at all. I'm cool with 115, 125, 135. I think that's perfect. I think atomweight could come eventually, but right now they're still trying to develop the weights they already have. So
Because featherweight on the official rankings website, there's no rankings except Nunes.
There's no
it's-
fighters.
Yeah, I mean, it's featherweight's useless. It's stupid. But atomweight, I'm sure you could get. I'm sure there's a lot of Asian female fighters, but I'm sure they all fight other places. But the Karate Hottie, she was an atomweight originally.
she would be now.
Yeah.
So
But
who do you guys vote for?
I don't know if there's really enough talent or depth that the UFC could get right now. So that would be my answer.
What about so as far as knockout of the year too? One more I want to mention: Josh Emmett versus Mirsad Bektic was fucking disgusting.
Yeah. Emmett's nasty.
I'm gonna go with Nico Price because that up kick, I don't know if I'd say he was losing the fight, but he was definitely in a bad spot because Vic was throwing bombs on him from when he had him mounted kind of, and then he just fucking slowly you saw the way he moved his right foot, just slow it almost looked slow motion. He just swooped it up and boom, and he broke his jaw.
What was better, that or when he was on his back fucking hammer fisting him from bottom?
That wasn't this year though, I don't think.
Yeah, it was last year. That was fucking crazy too. I can't remember who that was against.
Don't let Nico Price get on his back.
All right, we doing a question or another category?
Wait, you
I
didn't
can ask a
vote.
question real quick. This is
Me?
going to be a long
Yeah,
podcast.
who's your knockout of the year?
Mine was Lee versus Gregor Gillespie.
Brennan?
I'm okay. I could probably go with Nico Price. That was pretty awesome.
Congrats, Nico Price. He won knockout of the year.
Congratulations, bud. All right. I'm going to skip that one. That one's kind of... All right. Here's a tough one. All right. I'll give you the nickname and you tell me the fighter. The Mexicutioner.
Oh.
Tex.
The Mexicutioner. I'll give you 5 seconds. We got to keep this thing moving.
I don't know.
Is he
it.
ranked?
His last name's like Tex something, I thought.
It's not Brad Tavares.
Joey Beltran.
Who the fuck is Joey Beltran?
He's
Beltran.
He hasn't been in the UFC for
Yeah, but
10 years.
he's a legend. Both you take a drink.
He's not a legend.
I'll ask you another one.
Alright.
He's been out of the UFC forever.
I'll ask you another one.
Alright.
All right. The Irish hand grenade.
Marcus Davis.
I ain't fucking heard that. Isn't that a drink? An alcoholic drink?
You didn't watch
Yeah.
UFC back then.
When?
All right, I'll give you guys another try.
He's been retired for a long time.
What's Frank Trigg's nickname?
What is Frank Trigg?
It starts with a T.
Just, I
Two
feel like-
words, they both start with T. Twinkle Toes.
Twinkle Toes. Yeah, I forgot about
fuck?
that. I forgot about that. I haven't heard of Frank Trigg in forever, besides him reffing.
I like barely even remembered that being his nickname.
I remember that now.
Was he the ref that got put in jail for fucking
No.
having
No.
a weed farm in his house?
No.
No, he was a fighter. He refs sometimes.
All right, what's the next topic?
Sub of the year. Mine is when Zabit spladled that dude.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
He
And
like
then,
spladled knee-barred him.
That was
Sterling
nice.
had like the same submission the same day, right?
Yeah, that was crazy. They both did the same thing that nobody ever does.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'd call it a submission, but Cowboy breaking Mike Perry's arm.
Oh, yeah, that's a
Why would that
submission.
not be a submission?
Well, I didn't know if because he didn't technically tap.
Yeah, that's a good answer. That's a good one. Also, when Joanna tapped to strikes.
That was
a
not
good
this
one.
year. That was 2 years ago.
I don't remember. I don't have any sense of time. That's why this shit's so hard for me to do. But yeah, Cowboy, that's a good one. I'll go with that.
I don't remember. I forget submissions so quickly.
Yeah, which is unfortunate.
Yeah. Well, there's also just not a lot of them.
Oh, I went to jiu-jitsu for the first time this week. It was fun. That's all I'll say about that.
That's cool.
Yeah,
We have the next Damian Maya amongst us.
right here.
All right.
I go with Zabit on that one, though,
Yeah.
because that was just more, it was so creative.
his or Aljamain's. They were the same.
Yeah.
Upset of the year. Who you got? B-Man.
Upset of the year.
Mine is Pettis over Wonder Boy.
Yeah.
I never in a million years would have thought Anthony Pettis would fucking beat Wonder Boy.
Yeah, I still don't believe that happened. Especially after seeing Wonder Boy fight since then. And seeing Pettis fight since then. I remember I didn't watch that fight. I was on the phone because I didn't really care to watch it because I was like, oh, Pettis is going to get killed. I was on the phone with one of my friends while they were watching the fight, and all of a sudden I just heard the whole place go crazy. I was like, what happened? I was like, Wonder Boy just knocked him out.
Right.
They were like, no, Pettis. I was like, shut up. I didn't believe him.
Cejudo versus TJ could kind of be one, I guess.
I don't think that's
a
as
pretty good upset,
big
though.
of an upset, though.
Yeah.
Not to me, anyway. But I know a lot of people didn't really give him a chance on that
Would have
one.
been Thiago Santos versus John Jones. They would have gave it to him.
Yeah.
Anthony Smith beating Gustafson was kind of
That's a
solid
good
upset.
yeah.
You know another knockout we forgot? I just realized? Amanda Nunes and Holly Holm.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, God.
That was nuts.
It was Nunes and
Wait, was
Cyborg
Nunes-
this year?
There's no way. That would have been number
It
one.
might have been.
That's number one if that's this year.
That was last year.
I don't know. I don't have any sense of time. I don't even know what day it is. One more topic and then more questions.
Yeah, card of the year.
See, this
241.
is too hard for me to remember, too. I know we just went through a bunch of them. What was 241? That was DC and Stipe.
DC Stipe.
DC, Stipe.
Costa, Romero, Diaz, and Pettis.
And then
Even
the card with John Jones, Santos, Holm Nunes,
Blachowicz.
Blahovic, Rockhold, Askren, Masvidal was really
Yeah.
good. But I think the next one coming up is the best one.
We'll see how it goes. We'll see if it lives up to our expectations. It should.
Name-wise.
I mean, 241, I picked it because I think that was the card, as far as betting lines go, that had the most underdogs winning. Like, you had
Yeah,
Stipe,
I picked like every fight wrong.
Diaz won, Costa won, and then
Costa and Yoel could be fight of the year. Fuck.
Mm-hmm.
that one, I always forget his name, the black dude on the Contender Series that he fought on 241 against the dude that took the fight on like 3 days' notice, and he was like a
It
minus.
was the biggest upset. Yeah, that could be upset of the year, I guess. Not that. I don't know why the odds were like that though. That's what really confused me. I was like, not enough people know these guys. I think to make odds this so like lopsided, but Somebody won a lot of money on that fight.
All right, I got one more category. Christmas gift of the year. If you need a gift, if you're a guy, go to Manscaped.
Go to Manscaped. Get it cleaned up.
So support for the Sibling Rivalry MMA Podcast and Big Heads Media Network comes from Manscaped, who is the best in men's... I have a crack in my phone, so it's hard for me to read this. I broke my phone.
White trash.
Who's the best in men's below-the-belt grooming? Manscaped offers precision-engineered tools for your family jewels. Jingle balls to the walls, fellas. Listen up.
Remember how shitty Paul's face looked last time he was on here with that nasty-ass beard?
Now look.
It still doesn't look very good because he hasn't been using Manscaped, but he will be soon.
I will be now.
And you know what? He might look half decent for you next time.
Not only can you shave your face, boys, but untrimmed pubes are a thing of the past.
Bad news.
You go, it's Thanksgiving, you bring your girlfriend to see the family, you guys are drinking, you're in a good mood, you get back to the house.
Oh.
They don't want to see an untrimmed turkey down there.
Gotta pluck those feathers, boys.
Nobody wants hairy stuffing.
Don't want to show up to Thanksgiving with a feathery turkey. Nobody's gonna eat that shit.
Big facts.
I should probably just stick to the script next time, but...
No, fuck the script.
Yeah, fuck the script.
So yeah, 20% off.
Wasn't in the script.
Big Head.
Oh yeah, get 20% off plus free shipping with code BIGHEADS.
With an S.
Your balls will thank you.
And so will everybody else.
Let's get to this drinking game.
All right, you ready?
Hang on, we got more topics, I thought.
We're doing both.
We're going back and forth, bud. Don't be scared.
Oh, okay.
All right. Who is the one guy to submit Nate Diaz?
Glazing T-Bow.
Nope.
Nate.
Oh,
It's that
I
fucking.
know it.
It's that fucking
I know it.
Japanese dude.
No. I know
To
who it is.
submit Nate Diaz.
I get these
Submit.
guys mixed up all the time. You're
Starts
not going to
with-
get it. It's
uh,
Hermes Franco.
Yep.
You would never got that.
I was gonna say it's a guy. His name is on Futurama.
I get
you two
him
are.
and T-Bow mixed
I
up.
think
a lot.
Brennan's conspiring against me because me and you conspired
I don't
against
like.
him in the
I don't
last
want either of
game.
you guys to do
No,
it.
it wasn't in the UFC.
All right, I'll ask you another one. Who is Uncle Creepy?
Ian McCall.
Yep. You suck, Paul. Also, another fan question. This comes from Kid Cool with a K. That's pretty cool.
Now that we're getting views, we get fan questions. It's nice.
Yeah, this is on YouTube. This is back. I just saw it. It was on our Nick Diaz video. So Kid Cool asks, more nobody clowns who think anyone gives a fuck about their opinion. ZZZZ, get this crap off of here.
Fuck.
Oh, that was an exclamation point, not a question mark. Sorry.
All right, this is the end of our podcast forever.
All right.
Oh, he was saying that about.
Like I told us so.
The fans have spoken. I guess we got to shut this
All
shit
right,
down.
see you guys. Just kidding.
Sorry, guys.
bub.
Yeah.
All right, what's next?
Cheater of the year.
TJ.
I say TJ.
Biggest bullshit fucking excuse I've ever heard.
Greg Hardy gets a honorable mention.
Yeah, he just did it out of idiocy, though. He didn't even know he was cheating.
He probably knew.
TJ, fuck TJ.
Fuck TJ.
I saw Ariel like, you gotta respect it, man. He's not lying about it. Fuck you. What?
Yeah.
I wanted to do something that has never been done. Okay. Who gives a fuck?
Well,
Don't
people
fucking
have
take
probably
EPO.
won belts on EPO before. That's been
Yeah.
done.
I wanted to be the first guy to win the title while cheating.
I wanted to be the first openly EPO user to win the belt.
Yeah, fuck him.
Usman could be damn near the next one, allegedly.
Shut up, dude. This dude loves Covington. What a weirdo.
All right. Disappointment of the year. We'll all say our answer. 3, 2, 1. Askren.
Askren.
Ben
Yeah, I think that's
Askren.
everybody's.
But since we just mentioned Covington beating Robbie Lawler was pretty sad.
Stop trying to light me on fire.
I'm not.
But yeah, Ben Askren obviously biggest letdown. Yeah, the good fight against Lawler.
And Todd Duffy.
Todd Duffy was the biggest disappointment. Yeah, I really expect a lot more from him. But can't help getting poked in the eye.
We got 4 more categories. Should we do another question?
Yeah, I can ask you another question. Paul's brain never turns on.
My drink's almost out, so I need to go make another.
This can be another number one. So
Oh, great.
It's only been 20 minutes. We got a lot of time to fill, boys.
Who has the longest losing streak ever in UFC?
BJ Penn.
Yep, that's right.
I was gonna say that.
All right.
Well, guess
and
what? Take a drink.
What's the number, Paul?
He's on like a fucking 8 fight losing streak since 2011.
Would you like to rebuttal?
Yeah, let me think.
Yeah, this one you have to get right on.
He had a tie with John Fitch, so that's when the losing streak ends, I assume. And then he lost to Rory.
Plenty of chairs. Take your pick in the litter.
Retired.
You just gotta throw a number out here.
I'm gonna say 7.
7. That's right. Paul, take a shot. You can't win.
Take a shot. Drinks beer.
All right. I'll ask you. I think this might be the last question I have written down.
My drink's gone.
It's another nickname question. The Huntington Beach Bad Boy.
Tito Ortiz.
That's right.
That was the question? I thought there was a question coming after that.
Nope, you gotta be ready.
Stupid. Well, you keep asking him while I'm drinking. Like, I'm mid-spit.
You suck. Just drink.
That's empty, though. You're not even drinking.
It's just now empty after that drink.
He's a phony.
Wait, what are you guys drinking? Beer? That's what I thought.
Yeah.
We're supposed to be taking
Recommend.
shots.
Coach of the year.
Eric Albini. Or whatever.
Is that Captain America?
Yeah.
Why is that? Give me a rebuttal.
Because he coached Cejudo and Paulo Costa. And the Bellator, Pitbull and Bellator. He
Yeah.
was a double champ also.
So
He
two
coached
double champs, Costa.
I'm gonna go with Eugene Barebid.
All
Dude,
right. Tell me why.
Stylebender winning the title after not even being in the UFC for a full 2 years, and Dan Hooker is now top. Well, he's 7th now. Went
Yeah,
from
he's on the come up.
Yeah. I don't know. I think he went from being completely unknown to known.
Yeah.
Where, I mean, the other dude's been fucking known for a while, but
All right.
I don't know. I'm a little biased though because I love Stylebender.
Gonna go on to the most hated fighter of the year.
Can
No.
I also about Coach of the Year? Could you?
How'd you get so much space?
Is it fair to put Faraz in there for how he fucking turned around Kevin Lee? I mean, it's only been one fight, but I mean, he looked like a totally different fighter.
You just love Kevin Lee too
Yeah,
much.
I don't
I'm just
know
saying,
if I'm gonna give him that off of one.
I
But
see
he is a
holes
good
in your
coach.
beers.
Holes in my beer.
Yeah, just like Kevin
On
Lee
the
sees
top.
holes in the game.
That was the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
Yeah, that's stupid.
That was bad.
You might have worse trash talk than Colby Covington, who's the answer to my next question.
That was my answer too.
Most
What?
hated fighter in the UFC.
Colby Covington?
Colby Covington.
I think that's everyone's answer but yours.
No.
Usman's probably would be Usman maybe if it wasn't for Covington.
I'm gonna go ahead and say. Can I say Connor? Or does he not count since he only fought or hasn't
Yeah,
fought
you
yet?
could say Connor.
Say Connor.
Everybody hates Connor. A lot of people hate Ben Askren
Everybody
too.
hates Chris.
Yeah, fuck Chris.
Luke Rockhold still?
Yeah, a lot
Yeah.
of people. I didn't realize how many people hated him until
I kind of just feel bad for him now.
I know. I do too. I feel bad for Rockhold and I feel bad for Vic.
TJ's a good one.
Can I stir this with your
Hated.
phone?
Huh?
Can I stir my drink with your phone?
Fuck no.
Well,
You have
how's
like
he
an
gonna
iPhone
screw it?
-2.
Yeah, you don't need that.
TJ could look, dude. Have you ever? Okay, like if you go to like an Askren tweet, still to this day, it's a fuck ton of Masvidal memes. But TJ, like, I was looking at his Twitter one day, or no, not his Twitter, his Instagram. He like posted a picture of his son, and the first like 100 comments were "You fucking cheater, fuck you, this and that."
Dude, yeah. Being on Twitter
He has an
has
EPO baby.
really showed me like how mean everybody is on UFC Twitter. Like
I
so
love
many
it.
people are psychos, man. Like relax. I remember the other day I like was tweeting about how they have announced like Khabib and Tony and like saying hopefully like it all happens, and this guy like made a video replying to me and he was like yelling at me. He was like, "They don't want to fight each other. I'm sick of their shit."
I didn't even.
I was like, "All right,
Wait, hang
man,
on,
sorry."
on your account or on the?
On Sibling Rivalry.
I
didn't see that.
Yeah. I was like, all right, man. Well, I hope
Don't
your
yell
day
at
gets,
us.
hope your day gets better.
Our opinions just don't matter in the fucking podcast, the MMA podcast realm.
It doesn't. None of it really matters. Nobody's opinion matters about this.
All right, do you have more questions, or should we do the last two?
Let's just do the last two.
Fight of the year, I have either Adesanya versus Whitaker or Costa versus Romero. Can't really go wrong either way there, I don't think.
Yeah.
Two of the best fights of all time, in my opinion.
Yeah, those are two really good fights. I don't. Just throw some other ones in there. Jeff Neal and Nico Price.
Yes.
That fight was amazing.
I feel like me and you, when we went to Brothers, we were the only two just sitting there fucking like.
Because that card sucked.
Yeah.
Like watching that fight.
We were the only people in the whole Brothers watching the fight in general, I think.
Another one that was really exciting, Mike Perry and Vicente Luque.
That was a good one.
That was
Biggest robbery of the year.
Yeah, that's one of them.
Stipe DC.
That was a good fight.
Good fight. That whole card was very good.
I'm gonna go fight of the year. Damn. I think mine's Gaslam and Adesanya.
Same.
That was a.
You'll pick Adesanya for anything though.
Well.
What's your favorite fighter?
Yes and no. Besides that one, I mean.
Besides Colby.
Dude, I love Colby. I'm not even gonna lie. Besides that one though, fucking. I mean, I thought it was a great fucking fight, even though it was kind of one-sided. But Corey Anderson and Johnny Walker was just fucking exciting to finally see happen.
You can't say that's fight of the year.
That's just for us.
Yeah, that's not.
We're the
even
only ones who
close
care
to the
about that.
Like, it's not even close.
What about
It's cool though. Excuse me.
What about fucking what's his nuts?
There's like a
Jeremy Stevens Yair when the second time around was pretty exciting.
That was a really good fight. Brendan didn't see it.
I didn't see that one.
It was a good fight.
It should have been 5 rounds, but
Yeah.
If it was 5 rounds, Stevens would have won for sure.
yeah, I
But
agree.
last category, fighter of the year. Who do you have, Brendan?
So it seems like everybody's agreed that it comes down to Adesanya, Masvidal, and Cejudo, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So let's all just pick somebody, even if it's not really who we think, and we'll just give our argument. So Paul, you can do Adesanya.
I was gonna pick Masvidal, but
You do that because I picked Adesanya.
Okay, then yeah, do that.
I mean, I'm just reiterating what's already been said. He fucking comes off, I think, a 2-fight losing streak, and then moves up to welterweight. Fucking
Masvidal was already at welterweight.
when he was on his. Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Fuck. He's on a 2-fight
Wow,
losing
you're
streak.
blowing your argument.
First, supposed to fight Nick Diaz, but instead fucking ends up fighting Darren Till, which is in London, which is a fucking, like, all the odds could have been, like, couldn't have been stacked against him any more than they were. Knocks out Askren, who was undefeated, was still ranked ahead of Masvidal, was like number 5, I think. Knocks him out, and then beats Nate Diaz.
So why, I mean, you just said what happened, but, like, why does he get picked over the other 2 guys?
The way he finishes people, my main thing.
Hmm.
I mean, he fucking just out. I mean, besides like the Askren fight, because I only ended in 5 seconds, but the way he deals with pressure too, like when he got knocked by fucking Till bad and recovered from it, and then fucking outstruck him in that, what was it, the second round, I think? I think it was the second
Till?
round.
Second.
Yeah.
All right. So why
My pick's Masvidal.
Why Adesanya?
So he won 4 fights this year, all against ranked guys, and won an interim belt, and he won the belt. His fight against Brunson was one of the best striking,
That proved a lot about him.
the
That
best
answered a lot of questions.
striking displays of all time. Like, what he did to Brunson was insane. Then he beats his idol, Anderson Silva. Obviously wasn't a super entertaining fight, but he won
People
the fight.
love that fight.
Because
liked
of
it.
who it was. It wasn't that exciting, but. And then his next 2, he shows his toughness against Kelvin Gastelum, one of the toughest guys in the world. Comes in that 5th round with the fight tied and completely beats the fuck out of him. Again, nobody has ever shown that type of striking in the 5th round of a fight. That showed how good he is, basically. His toughness, his cardio, his striking. And then he dominates Robert Whittaker, who a lot of people thought wouldn't lose the belt for a long time. So I don't really see much of an argument against Adesanya winning it. Basically just getting into the UFC and winning the belt less than 2 years in, beating 4 of the top 15 guys in the world, I think, all in pretty great fashion.
You know, it's not talked about enough too, even though Brunson's kind of not many casual fans really know how good he actually is. His fucking takedown defense against him, because a lot of people are saying this is gonna see how he really does against a well-rounded wrestler.
Yeah.
Brunson's a D1 wrestler.
That's what I was saying. That fight really answered a lot of. Do you have an ashtray over there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
What do you think
My
he's doing?
tug?
It looked like he was ashing all over the floor. Being disrespectful.
He just eats them.
But
Who's your pick?
Well, I'm arguing for Cejudo, which Cejudo definitely wins the first half of the year.
Yeah.
Starting off in January, he knocks out TJ Dillashaw, that little EPO little motherfucker, knocks him out in like 30 seconds. And then a few months later, moves up in weight and gets the belt, the 135 belt. So, and that was a big come from behind, gets TKO. He was struggling early in that fight and ended up winning against Marlon, who a lot of people didn't really give Cejudo a chance there because he'd just been killing everybody. If he would have got to fight another time this year, he probably would have got the vote on this if he would have fought one more time and got a big win. But he got hurt and wasn't really active enough. It's hard to, even though he became double champ, it's hard to pick him over Adesanya when Adesanya got 4 big wins and Cejudo got 2, but then had to sit out the rest of the year. So I'd say Adesanya. He has bigger wins.
And no he's the only one without like a controversial win, technically. Like when Cejudo beat TJ, it was like stoppage was a little weird.
I don't think so. I was fine with that stoppage, and I'm fine with all the Masvidal stoppages too.
You know, I had another pretty bad brain fart moment that I haven't brought up to you guys.
Well, no,
now.
not the cut with Nate Diaz, but I'm saying he would have won anyway. Sorry, but go ahead.
No, I agree. But you remember how when was it when I thought a no contest was in a
court?
Which it is, which I looked up. You can plead no contest.
No, you can't.
Yes, you can.
They'll laugh at your face if you do it. You can do whatever you want.
You can plead no contest if it has if they're like you're being accused of something, but it actually has nothing to do with you.
Are you sure it's called no contest?
No.
Yes, it is no contest.
No, Paul, shut up. If you that probably means that you're not contesting what they're saying.
But it's still, you can use those words in a court of law. But regardless, I sounded dumb for that.
If you have a lawyer and they say that, you're fucked.
But speaking of Cejudo,
a no contest plea prevents the court from eliciting a defendant's admission of guilt. It's a thing.
Huh?
Yeah, but you didn't know that. You're stupid.
Well, regardless of how dumb I may have sounded when I said it, there is also another dumb thing that I thought was true until not too long ago. Since you mentioned Cejudo, remember when him and TJ had the stare off and he was fucking slamming that rubber snake?
You thought it was a real snake?
I thought it was a real snake because someone on Twitter was like,
"Why'd you say that out loud? You could have went your whole life."
Because someone on Twitter was like, CJ.
It's alright. Last week, Brennan admitted on the podcast that he shaves his nuts with the same razor he shaves his face.
I didn't say that.
Dude, I do that sometimes too. I wipe it off with my fingers. Like that cleans it, right? If you wipe
Manscaped.com,
let's wrap this podcast
get the
up.
lawnmower 2.0, 20% off. Big Heads promo code.
Do we have a promo code?
Yeah, I just said it.
20% off free shipping. We said it like
it's
8
Big
times
Heads?
this episode.
Yeah.
Yes.
Hell yeah. When we gonna get the rivalry promo code?
I don't know.
Once you start showing
Hashtag
up a little
EPO.
Yeah.
Alright, shout out to Big Heads Media for putting us on Spotify, iTunes, Stitcher, all that shit. Have a happy Thanksgiving. Paul, I'm sure you have some dumb shit you want to say
Just
before
want to
you
say
leave.
from the bottom of my heart, shout outs to the man Colby Covington for making the welterweight division great again.
Alright, we're not doing that.
He loves Thanksgiving.
See ya.